This week's episode of the Curious Podcats is brought to you by you, our valued listeners. If there are any topics you would like to hear us talk about, you can submit your suggestions at curious.podcasts@gmail.com. Also, if you want to show us some love and support, why not pop over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/thecuriouspodcats.
Welcome this week to the Curious Podcats. Cats.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Curious Shitbats with Drew,
Richy,
Flawless, Craigus, and
Hello.
So how's everything?
Drew, or are you?
Sorry, what?
Stories?
This week, I said it last week, I was going to talk about that 239 conspiracy, or 23rd of September conspiracy that you sent us. So yeah, I'm sticking to my word this week.
So Craig, what are you going to be doing this week on the show?
Creek Supplies.
Excellent. That's already a hit as well with everyone out there. A top 5 hit as well.
I heard it good last week.
So was that Richard?
Apparently King Charles listeners to the show.
Oh, now it really has gone down the toilet.
Well, that's about like Prince Andrew, isn't it, really? Let's be honest with you.
Aye, true.
He steals the Wi-Fi. And that's next week's conspiracy.
It's Prince Andrew stealing my Wi-Fi. Well, I've got nothing planned because
Really? Again?
I can't think of it. Well, I kind of have, but kind of haven't at the same time.
Richie, you're just getting lazy and lazy, really, aren't you?
We'll have to finish the sentence.
Nah.
He's that lazy. I don't think it's possible to get any lazier.
It's just not good enough. He's putting
Yeah.
no effort into this. Like, I'm stuck my guts out trying to come up with ideas and stuff and
And
making
that's
the
shocking,
show,
isn't it?
you know.
He's
Alright,
crazy
then.
ideas all the time, isn't he? Like, you mentioned this last week and he has to steal it. That's a minus 500 this week, like,
Times 500 high.
What, from both of yous? Damn.
Right, do you want to start your bit then?
Yep, can do.
Come on.
Well, open it then.
I'm trying.
We'll get the key.
I am using the key.
Got the wrong. Yeah, there we go.
So, this week, as I said, I'm talking about the 239 conspiracy, or 23rd of September
don't believe it.
conspiracy.
Well said, Craig. Right, next week.
I'm going to start laminating shit.
We don't listen anyway.
Yeah, true. Okay, so the 239 conspiracy is primarily deals with the numbers 239.
Oh.
Popping up in films and TV shows a lot. And people were thinking it was like the elite or like the directors or whatever trying to forewarn us about the end of the world, which was supposed to be between the 22nd and 24th of September. Do what?
Do you remember?
First time in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 2012 it was supposed to be happening. You know about Nibiru or Planet X?
Yes.
Apparently, the whole thing about 23rd of September is that there were people thought that Planet X was going to collide with Earth between the 22nd and 24th of September 2012, according to the Mayan calendar. Obviously, it never happened. But that's the thing. Has any year since 2012 felt real? That's the question. But yeah,
I just want to say though, I don't really trust the civilization. No offense to the Mayans, but they did do a lot of human sacrifice. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They weren't the only ones. Plus, it was socially acceptable back then.
So was smoking in public. Bastards.
Hang them all.
Hang 'em all. Well, apparently, what I've heard is, do you know how we have like a great reset every 12,000 years or something, where the poles shift and we get an ice age and shit? Apparently,
it's happening already.
Apparently when Planet Nibiru comes into our orbit, it messes our poles up and causes a huge catalysm, and then we kind of start again and then fuck off. I mean, whether or not it's true, it's probably not, but you know.
That's one of the theories. I mean, they are still looking for Planet X, or the 10th planet, but 9th planet since Pluto got demoted.
Wankers!
But they are saying, you know, that there are gravitational effects within the solar system not being caused by any of the known planets, so there has to be something else out there. They just can't see it.
Because it's hiding, sadly.
Just like behind the moon somewhere.
Well, it's like
they reckon it's like I don't know. I have read about this. So you talked about this, Drew. It's like basically in terms of like what the orbit of Pluto is. It's like that, but times 10,000 of what that planet would be.
In essence, yeah. It's like, but even with Pluto's, like all of like the known planets have orbits that are like one out from each other, but none of the orbits overlap each other. Where Nibiru, Planet X, its orbit doesn't align with any of with the rest of us. It's got its own separate orbit entirely.
Yeah, its own plane, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And its orbit intersects with the rest of our orbits every however many years. But it's about whether or not it's like lined up with our orbit for it to have that effect on us at the time. But yeah, it's got its own orbit. But yeah, so I mean,
you forgot how fucking smart Kim was. Why hasn't he been on every week?
I should be the Brian. We should have my Brian Cox corner. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
There we go. Brian Cox corner. I'll talk a little bit of acting, a little bit of science. Oh dear. This is what the show is literally going to become. You're just going to have to slowly dilly out and just basically segments of the show and start charging people like rent for them. You want 5 minutes on the Curious Podcats.
Oh, a great idea for our listeners.
We've got some. And I just realised I got my years mixed up. It wasn't 2012, it was 2017 when they thought Nibiru was going to collide with one.
Oh, it's been a theory for ages, that.
The theory's been around for quite some time. I just got my years mixed up as to what the theory said it was meant to collide with us. It was 23rd of September 2017, which makes more sense.
Apparently, it's like that's where the Anunnaki come from, was Planet Nibiru.
I think
so. Them came into our thing and then genetically modifies what was primitive humans into what we are now. Apparently.
Yeah, by mixing their own DNA in with ours. I think the two aliens in question were Enu and Enki. But you know, when you think about it, like regarding that, like that splicing their own DNA into ours to create like the workforce or whatever. Oh, there's two things. Mining the gold to fuel their power supplies. But there's two TV shows that spring to mind that have basically taken on that idea. They've just changed to the aliens were. Stargate SG-1, well, just Stargate in general, and the X-Files. So you remember the whole alien government conspiracy that was there throughout the entirety of the X-Files.
It's been a while since I've watched it, mate, but I
Well,
kind of know what you're going to go.
Yeah, there's a basic underlying thing throughout the show that there's something's going on with the government and sort of other shit like that, isn't there? Isn't it?
Yeah, and I think it was like season 6 or season 7 when it came out that, like, thousands of years earlier, the aliens had actually spliced their own DNA with ours, so that later on down the line, they could we'd be receptive to the virus that would cause us to turn into them.
Oh, I thought it was because it'd be claiming as a paternity test, so they could, like, just have proper parent time with us.
But they'd never admit to that one though.
You remember that show? Was it Murray or something? The American show. It just is like this is two like aliens off The Simpsons on there. Yeah, what have I tried by that?
No, I don't think I. No, not in my head.
No.
No, he was always doing like paternity tests and that. It was. I mean,
Oh,
American
Murray, yes.
Murray, that's it. Yes.
Murray, yeah. It's a weird name to pronounce it. Yes, but he always done it in a dramatic way of like, "You're not the father," like throw his arm pointing up. Then like I've seen what. There's one where it's like a meme or something, but the guy just like gets up and dances and just moves his feet. Yeah, I think that's a popular one from it.
Just classic American TV.
No. But speaking about American TV,
Lost. You know the TV show because it had numbers, bringing us back into that segment of was it 239 thing?
239, yeah.
Lost it had. I can't remember what the numbers were. I know one of them was 42. That was like that was a nod to Douglas Adams, meaning of life and that.
Like
Hitchhiker. One. And then what is it? I think like some of them was like 8, 16. I think 15 was there as one of them. But I think that itself is like a reference to those type of conspiracy theories. The numbers popping up everywhere all the time, like at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the numbers either, but I know what you're getting at. But also, I mean that was one thing. Because they were Planet X, but apparently there was previous to that, numbers had been put in. It had been frequenting movies and TV shows leading up to 9/11.
Yes. The Simpsons.
Yeah, Simpsons. It was a freaky one, wasn't it?
So apparently they had. They were like predicting the date and that if something happening and 9/11 happened, and so that got picked up on, and then it shifted to Planet X with 239. But Planet X isn't the only thing where 239 has been a significant number.
Oh no! Do go on, Drew.
Does anyone remember the Malaysian Airlines flight that disappeared?
Yes.
Which one? The one over Ukraine or the one over the Pacific?
Probably the one over the Pacific, the MH370.
Yes, that's the one. Because there was one that was over the Ukraine. It said disappeared. It got shot down. But,
It's the one that the suspected was in the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, 370 wasn't it? 370.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the number of passengers and crew was 239.
Oh.
So
What?
Because when I was like doing the research for this, but like if you just type in 239 conspiracy theory, the majority of the search results are about Malaysian Airlines MH370 because there's 239 passengers and crew on board.
It turns out whenever you do a search as well, that it only turns up 239 million results at the time. Yeah. I kind of feel like it's just numbers in that sense, 0 to 9.
You'll find it.
If you look hard enough, you can find something.
Yeah, it's definitely a numbers game, like.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that it's not.
interesting.
It's like it is an interesting thing, especially when you do start seeing numbers all over the same place, the same time, the same thing again and again.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to find something, you'll find that pattern. It's but because of the Malaysian Airlines, it's actually made it really difficult trying to find anything to deal with, like.
Do you not think that's why they've done it? Maybe it was a.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've like addressed that before about how Google manipulates the search results. Or someone's paying Google to do it because they want a certain thing to be what everyone's thinking about, or they just want to hide something else, so they'll pay for that thing to be suppressed and for there to be other things taking the forefront. I think that's one we've talked about.
That's
before.
believable, like the
Yeah,
algorithms and stuff. Like
algorithm. That's the word I've been trying to remember all bloody day.
no, I'm trying to say it now.
I knew somebody would say it at some point. I was just biding me time.
Sure.
So I thought I was going to have a lot more to be able to say on the matter, but because of like the algorithm just constantly, Malaysian Airlines, and made it.
TikTok's your best place, for conspiracy theories now.
TikTok.
It's near enough uncensored. It's just like a.
Well, the reason why it's probably uncensored is because it is pretty much owned by the Chinese government, and they're really not fussed about what the hell we see. So, if we just trust our government more and more, then they're not too fussed.
I was actually trying to stay away from like the video side of it. I wanted something to read, but I should have known better. Yeah, unfortunately, that is all I have for the 239 conspiracy. Because of algorithms suppressing that information. So, gentlemen, and Richy, do you believe it or not?
No, I don't want it. No, I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Well, you should be. Like, about the being the whole predictive of something happening, and like they're trying to warn us about something with the numbers that they're inserting, like 239.
I mean
9/11.
But also, how many times has someone said the world's going to end, and then it didn't? Do you know what I mean?
239 times.
Oh, shut up, man! Really? Wow. All right, well, we'll make. Right, I believe it then. We'll make. See, that's the thing, right? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, we're all dead. So.
Well, answer me this, Richy. Is gullible in the dictionary or not?
I don't know. I bet it.
It is in a thesaurus.
No, he's not kidding. He did actually burn the dictionary. Right after I told him gullible wasn't in it.
Shut up, asshole.
He just full on yeeted the dictionary into the bonfire I had going. In front of rage, he just got the dictionary and just yeeted it right into the fire.
Should have been you I threw in the fire. Right, is that the end of Jews Believe It or Not? No.
Well, Kim, do you believe it?
No.
And Mr. Silent, Craig with the big head.
Sorry.
You were asleep.
Yeah, I probably do.
Okay, so Craig probably does. Kim definitely doesn't, and Richie's probably does.
I'll go with Craig.
No, I don't go with men.
He's already married.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I got married.
Oh, where did he get married, Richie?
Oh, yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I just totally forgot to mention it last week. So, I'm thinking I might do a little bit of life lessons with Lawless or something, like marriage advice and stuff. Because I'm the only one here who's married, so...
I know, Richie, you have to tell me.
Like what's the secret to a good marriage and stuff. Personally, I would say don't show up at the hour. But...
That's a good one. That's a good start.
Yeah, I can second that one. Right, well, that is the end of Drucifer's Believe It or Not.
have you got a Craig's top 5 this week? Or
Nah, have a look.
nah? Oh,
Right.
But hang on,
actually,
Richie, what was the idea you came up with last week for Craig to have as the theme, and told me I better laminate it in case Craig tries to steal it as his own idea?
well, I had
No,
an
that was my
idea.
idea.
That was Craig's idea of top 5 phones. So I think it was.
Yes, it was. Aye, phones. It
So-
was.
But I don't know if Craig's joking and he has got something planned, or he really hasn't.
Well, I don't know phones really, but you can't discuss phones. I've got
Oh no, it's your segment. You pick the topic.
top 5 toys of the 90s.
Boys.
Not boys, Richie. Toys.
What, boy
Oh,
toys?
Boy
Toy
toys of the
Toys,
90s.
So my top 5 is the first one is nipple rings of the 90s.
All right, yeah. Then Freddie Mercury.
And the second one is cock rings. They're brilliant.
Mm.
The third one's me Mars dildo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that now, don't you? She was like, remember when she did it with my dad, conceived mean behind Roxanne's? Roxanne! Anyways, no, it's a top toy. I've got some on list here. The first one is, do you remember Biker Mice from Mars, anyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Fantastic. I used to have the action figures and stick them up my arse. I had to go to hospital one time, like. Other one is, I used to play as when I was a little girl, Betty Spaghetti.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Right.
Used to have-
Yeah, I used to hate when my sister used to have, like, remember the big freaking doll's heads?
Oh god, yeah, I'm looking at it. Like that hair's like spaghetti.
No, it's just ridiculous, man.
Oh,
And obviously,
I'm looking at a picture of Betty Spaghetti now.
why having a wank over Betty Spaghetti for?
So like spaghetti.
Wouldn't surprise me actually.
Hmm.
Just two favorite
Alright.
things in one thing, like
Betty and Spaghetti.
Betty and spaghetti. Yeah.
Oh god, I love a bit old Betty. Though. She's a right slag. She's 96 or something these days, isn't she?
Oh, aye. She's getting on a bit. Eh?
Still
Mine's
doable.
pretty shit this week, actually. I've got Furbies here. Obviously, everyone has fucking Furbies.
Aye, the Furbies, aye.
Tamagotchis or whatever the fuck God still
Oh.
hasn't fucking.
Oh, those things, Tamagotchis, aye.
Oh, the fucking.
You can't fucking forget them.
Oh, I wouldn't it? Right, but
I
like, see, mine's a last minute thing here because I forgot to fucking put it. I'm like one like yous. I'm Richie and that. I haven't got fuck all here.
Oh,
What the hell?
Remember?
Mr. Potato Head.
I suppose. I used to get stuck being Arsenal too.
God,
You what?
there's no need to call him Mr. Potato Head.
I know, I'm sick of it.
The etch
I
a
tell
sketches.
you, a 90s thing that we've probably forgotten about. Do you remember them little finger skateboards?
Aye. They were the
I think
90s. I thought they were more recent than the 90s.
Nah, they won 90s when they maybe to early 2000s.
Yeah,
But I
they
would
come
do
back.
it.
Do you remember them aliens where they were like jelly?
They used to grow them.
I grew them in the
Aye.
eggs.
Yeah.
Aye, they were 90s.
Weird. I was
There's,
into the gel as well.
Mine's still growing. It's called Drew.
You're not meant to give away my secrets.
I
I'm
always
just
remember
wondering.
someone saying in school, if you put bread in it, and like if you put two in a pod and put some bread in it, it would breed. And it was like, fuck all the way off. Like,
Nah.
didn't work. I tried.
Did you ever
Nah.
play that? Did you ever play them Go Crazy Bones when you used to chuck against the wall? Was it that one?
I
Fucking.
didn't know how to play it, but they were pretty cool.
I'm sure you had to chuck them against the wall or something.
Like pigeon
Ah.
toss.
No, that's just tossing, Richie.
Oh, I just love toss pigeons.
I guarantee your favourite was Hungry Hippos, or
No, but that was my nickname in school.
that was mine and your nickname, remember? Fuck's
Oh,
sake.
you're the cook for the second dinner.
Well, I talked about Hungry Hippos. Mousetrap.
I just came across that.
Remember
Well,
remember they made a Saturday morning kid show about it, like kids game show, for Mousetrap.
can't remember that.
No, I can remember that.
Oh, the 90s were great though, weren't they? It's like even like cartoons and that were better back then.
Oh yeah. Although if you wanted the better music, you had to be in the 80s.
I know, like some of the 90s music is absolute shit.
Oh, it's cheesy as fuck, the 90s music. Oh,
Yeah, but you did get some like good dance music and stuff, like in the early 90s.
if you want your jaw to swing.
Well, let's not forget the 90s gave us Scooter.
Nah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Moment of silence for Scooter.
They died like.
Rest in pieces. Spiritually, yes.
No, I generally think the 90s were done anyways, but like, obviously that's our generation, wasn't it? So
Yeah, well,
apart from Drew, like, who was born in the 70s.
Yeah, I was born in like 2003 anyway, so I'm only 20.
to be 20 again.
Oh, God, to be 20, young and hung. I remember them days.
Well, I remember you being
Hung, but not young.
you were like 18 for about 3 years.
Oh, that was ridiculous, that, wasn't it? Oh, it wasn't. It was. I was 19. I was 19 for about 10 years. God.
Oh, God. Do you remember them birds that used to balance on your finger?
No.
No.
I did, didn't I? I know what you're about. Used to get your mad balance on your finger and that. What a fucking bird tune was.
I'll see if I can send it to the chat.
I know actually what you're on about. They just had a little fucking.
Used to balance on the beat. I
used to balance mine on my knob. I'm trying to think of what else was in the 90s. Obviously, you had your Sega Mega Drives and all that shite.
Was in the 90s when the Nintendo 64 came out, wasn't it?
94 or something, 95 or something that came out, or something daft like that. Oh no.
And the Talk Boy or something from Home Alone 2.
The Talk Boy FX.
Oh, aye.
I used to have a pen that used to like record and stuff and
the spy pen.
Aye.
Laser pens, remember them as well?
Yes, I used to love them.
Fucking blind you, them cunts.
I know, that's why they got banned.
I know, because we used to shine them at planes and stuff and spoil for the rest of it.
That's what happened on 9/11, that's the thing.
Someone shined a laser pointer in the wrong direction.
I thought someone left a landing light on.
They did. They came crashing down, didn't it?
Do you remember yo-yos with a clutch?
No. Did they have gears as well?
Gears, clutch, tires.
Are you sure you not think the Beyblade?
No, man, the yo-yo. You used to like yo it, right? And then it used to like. I don't know how to describe it.
Did it used to come back up, Richie, then go back down?
No, but it didn't. It used to stay down for a bit and you could do tricks with it.
You're talking about your knob again, aren't you?
I think I know what you're on about, actually.
Yeah.
Was there different? It looked like a gearing system for a bike, didn't it? Yes, I think I know what you're talking about.
Well, those ones where sometimes it'd have the see-through sides and you could see all the springs and everything that were inside
ball bearings and that.
Yeah.
So you'd throw it down and it would spin, but it wouldn't come back up. And you'd do it at the cat's cradle or something, and then you'd let go and it would come back up.
There was something as well on the side that you could have that you could because my pal had one. Something on the side that you could use to actually get more spin, like on the bottom bit.
Aye.
Oh.
This is turning into my sex life at the minute.
Hey.
Oh, it does sound like it.
Oh no, it's just always down. Never gets up anymore.
Ew.
There was a Toy Story Tamagotchi.
Was it?
That. Apparently so. I would have loved that.
I was thinking.
Who remembers Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
You know, it's mentioned everything but a slinky.
It wasn't Slinky more 80s. I
No,
know
was
we
it
still
80s?
had them, but
I think
It's
so.
after my East Ventura slinkies, or
I remember Slinky the dog from Toy Story.
nah,
Yeah.
it wasn't. It was a cat.
Oh, guess what? You're all wrong. The Slinkies were invented in the 40s.
He has to go there all the time, doesn't he?
He had to go
He
there.
does,
Yes,
He
yeah.
has to go that. That's fucking minus 500 for you again.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't even say
Remember?
anything that time, and somehow I was wrong.
Do you remember them little polystyrene planes you used to get for like 20 pence?
Oh yeah,
You had to build
fucking
them.
hell, 20 pence. They were like cheaper than that, weren't they? They would be like, they would be 20 pence nowadays.
Oh, they were great. I remember just after 9/11, I set fire to one of mine and then threw it to make it like, oh, look at this. And then it went into my neighbour's garden. It went put the grass put days ago and it was all dry. The whole garden just went up. So I just obviously ran back in the house and pretended to be asleep, as you do.
Like, it's Al Qaeda.
Uh,
And also, do you remember them little? I don't even think they were K rings, but just a ball of like stretchy plastic. Oh man, I don't even know what they were called. I've got a picture of one here, but it's not like the send it in the group chat.
was it not when the 90s when Kinder Eggs started really sort of coming out as well and started becoming big? Or was that the 80s or a bit earlier?
I love Kinder Eggs.
I think the 80s. I know the
After
band in
some-
America.
No, it's like I've just looked up there. It was the Kinder Eggs was in the 40s.
Oh, well, yeah. Should have known that. I'm off to commit suicide. See you later.
Oh, fucking hell. The Sega CD.
Was that the Saturn?
No, it was the Genesis.
Oh,
What the
Well, I
band?
think-
I love Genesis.
I think you could do it with the Genesis and the Mega Drive as well, I think.
Oh, was that thing where it would fit into the cartridge? It just looked like a Frankenstein type thing.
It was like one of the games was it was like all live. It was all live action. It was having to operate a security system to stop this group of assassins from coming in and killing everyone at the party. You were like operating the cameras and all the traps in the house to like take the assassins out.
I can't remember that.
I wonder what would happen if you would let the assassins. Like who would? I wonder if they would actually recording it, finding out who in society is deliberately letting the assassins through.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
I'd be in jail.
Oh, who remembers the snake board?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Where you had to move your feet. No, oh god. I
I
wouldn't ride a normal skateboard. Never mind one of them.
do that gonna.
Don't forget about the Heelys.
Oh no, them should still be about them.
Oh, they're brilliant, aren't they?
The amount of times I've been walking somewhere, which isn't very often, and I've just wanted to just pop some wheels out of my shoes. Like I always wanted to. So like when I was younger, and I used to have rollerblades and stuff. I always wanted to go into like a shopping mall or something to do where the floor was dead smooth.
You don't really
Yeah.
see rollerblades anymore, do you?
Don't see anything like that now.
Nah, but in
But,
fair,
like-
no, people don't usually leave the house anymore. Anyway.
No, it's all
And-
like, it's just ridiculous.
If I had GTA online when I was like 11, 12, I don't think I would have left the house either. Like, things just seemed better back then.
Nostalgia. That's what it's called. Nostalgia.
Yeah. Like, do you think it actually was better, or do you think it was just because we were young?
The fucking Tories were in charge. It was better.
Bastards.
Oh dear. Wait a second. Who's in charge? Oh fuck. I think it genuinely is nostalgia, but I think there is like it's strange because when you do look back at it, it really does feel like a crossover point from a whole load of stuff from the 70s and 80s to like a whole load of real stuff that just started happening in the early 2000s. You know, like they were kept, like I remember, what was it? It was a TV show. Was it Tomorrow's World?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Remember with that? If you like watch the stuff from the 90s, then like here's a telephone, be able to see someone's face and talk to each other like that, or you'll be able to have multi-conference calls on some sort of laptop, or there's a small portable device with your hand. You're like, fuck off, you wankers. That's
I
not gonna
remember.
happen.
I remember the one they did about mobile phones.
Yeah, they have done quite a few that have come, come true, or they have sort of previewed the stuff of the future.
Aye. I think
Tell
the
you what
mobile
was,
phone that they had then that they were trying it with, it was like the guy had to wear like a satchel bag for like the battery and everything for making
fucking hell.
to get the phone to work because they didn't have like micro technology, but yet.
Do you know what was really overlooked? And I think I've had this conversation with Kim. Do you remember CFAX, like teletext?
Yes.
I used to fucking love that. Like, surely that was the early form of like a smart TV and the internet. Like, I thought it was brilliant.
Aye.
And then they took it off for.
Well, it's actually all gone now.
Why? When they went to well, it's all digital, isn't it?
You know what I used to love on teletext. I think it was a channel 4 page, the Bamboozle game.
Oh yeah, I used to play that.
I absolutely love that.
I should be play the Beehive game on Sky because I'm a sad
Yes.
like.
Was that like a shooter game where you had to hit 3 and all that, and they would all disappear?
Aye.
My
Aye.
mum became addicted to that.
Kind of like
Brilliant.
Bubble Witch, like a Bubble Witch saga thing, isn't it?
Yes, that's the one.
Even
That was crazy.
pinball when you had no Wi-Fi. I used to just play on my computer. Pinball thing, a game it was called.
Aye, Space Pinball.
Aye, that's it.
On my phone. Space Cadet or something, isn't it?
Aye, it was something like that. We had no Wi-Fi. We used to just play on that.
Well, but probably back in the day when hardly anybody had the internet because it was still bloody dial-up at the time.
No, that was ridiculous, wasn't it? That's how I saw. Now as I get out of bed now.
But, well, I've got one thing the 90s gave us that can beat anything that any of us have mentioned so far.
New Labour?
The Green
Craig.
Ranger.
Oh, you and the fucking Power Rangers.
The pink one was the best, though, wasn't you?
Oh, Kimberly. Oh, I wouldn't mind a slice of that.
Green Ranger did have a slice of that.
Did he? Nice.
I tell you, he was.
And then he got with the next Pink Ranger, and then he actually married her in real life as well.
So he tickled the pink.
Oh, he
Twice.
tickled that pink, all right.
He's
Twice.
obsessed with the Power Rangers, isn't he?
Honestly, yeah, I tell you, he was all right. That one off Saved by the Bell. Sack.
Yeah.
Mm.
I used to like Slater as well. He was pretty cool, eh?
I think did one of them not pass away recently or something like that a couple of years back? I think it might have been Slater or that.
No, that was Screech, wasn't it?
Was it Screech? Oh.
He was the porno as well, didn't he? I've watched
Was
it.
that one who killed himself? One of the Power Rangers? Was it
Tommy?
Green Ranger? Was it Tommy, was it?
Aye, Jason David Frank. The last project he was working on due out soon. Legend of the White Dragon, I think it's called.
Was it Jason Scott Lee, one of the Power Rangers? Or am I just making that up?
He was the first Red Ranger.
Was he?
Or was that no? That was Austin St. John. Wait, who did you see?
Jason Scott Lee. Him off
No, that was
No, Jason
Was
Scott
not-
Lee he played Bruce Lee in
Dragon.
yeah, like the
Bruce Lee
Doc-
story.
yeah, the Bruce Lee story. It was Jason Scott Lee who played Bruce Lee. No, no, it was Austin St. John played Jason, the first Red Ranger.
Well, that shook me up.
Well, that was a great Craig's top 5.
fantastic top 5. You know,
Yeah,
went on about
just went
90.
on and on.
Fucking ridiculous, wasn't it? Not
Yeah.
ever doing that again.
Minus 500.
Nice.
That- Nah, that's it. All right.
Minus 1,000.
Two. Who just gives us? Richy, what do you give us?
All the love in the world.
Thanks, ma'am. Well, that's it. It was absolutely shit. I had nothing planned, but at least I came up with something. Nothing like Richy.
Participated. Kind of.
Well, that's the end of that. So, Richy, it's down to you now. It's your bit.
Right, let's do it. Tell you what's funny though, right, is that it was my idea to come up with a podcast. I've done fuck all this season.
Season 2 is already going to start. Is going to be great for you. I get the feeling.
Yeah, he's starting as he means to go on.
I mean, season 1 didn't start off great either. It didn't finish great either.
It's sort of somewhat pittered out around the middle.
Yeah.
Well, if you've got no plan for your part,
Cue the music!
I am going to keep the music though.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, you and Craig could have a rematch at Swing Ball.
Nah. He's just got his eye back in his sucker.
Aye. Why
That
aye?
was just lie.
My eye. I don't know. I kind of I like Richie's corner, but
Milkshake got blown up, so.
Aye, but I heard you had a new street. What you were going to talk about?
well,
And what's happened to Gorgeous Pen? He's disappeared.
Gorgeous Pen. He was on set filming the new Barbie, so that's why he didn't die. And Billy Bonds is in jail, so I take it he survived.
No, I think I read actually a piece of meteor ricocheted and hit him off the head, so he's currently in a coma.
Oh,
They don't know if he's going to come out of it yet.
The guy writing the script hasn't quite decided yet. Like, oh, that's right. Me ma was going to write in. She had a great idea for our top 5. It was for top 5 most depressing songs.
Richy, I try to do my bit, yeah.
Richie's stealing your stuff.
It was meant for your your thing. But she was going to write in, and then I was going to read it out as a suggestion.
But then you just tell us now after I couldn't think of anything. Just do it.
Well, I'll be honest. I didn't think we were going to do this today because, I don't think I've heard from you all week, and I try to ignore Drew as much as I can. And
I totally forgot about it. About this week's just flew by.
It has went quickly. Fire and Flame Friday, isn't it?
Hell yeah!
Oh, it has gone by quick this week, though.
Right, top 5 depressing songs. Adele. There we go.
It's just all 5 of those songs.
Yeah, I was going to say, just in general, Adele.
I hate
Adele. But what you know it is, all right? It's her. They're always right about exes too. I hate to be in a relationship with Adele. Is it Taylor Swift as well?
Taylor Swift. I think every single one of her songs is about an ex.
Like, surely her ex can claim royalties, right?
You would think.
Ooh, do you want a depressing song? Bohemian Rhapsody. Hear me out. It's about basically someone dying. If you read the lyrics and all that, it is,
Yeah, because you committed murder.
Yeah, and that's it, and you hear all the it's quite dramatic in that sense. So that is kind of a little bit depressing, but it's it's not depressing in the total sad sense. Depressing, they're like, oh, that's a shame, more of a way.
It's sad, but I think Wayne's World made it fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because then everyone sings along and does the head bit and stuff. But out of context, that is quite a sad song.
Nothing compares to you, Sinead O'Connor.
Oh god.
Fuck me, honestly. I'll tell you what it was. She said all that about the Pope and everything turned out to be true with Sinead O'Connor.
Aye. That's right. I mean, she got really fucking shit on after tearing up his picture and in protest and that, and yeah, it turned out, she was right the whole time. But I don't think she ever got an apology or anything. Or out, did she? After everyone was dropping her over it.
Apparently the Pope, out of revenge, pulled all her posters down out of his bedroom.
Yeah, he was probably crying when he was doing it as well. He's a massive fan of Sinead O'Connor at the time.
Big diva as well, wasn't he? He was like,
oh yeah,
fuck you. And he threw
back with his share posters then.
I'm not saying it. Doesn't matter.
No, I'll go for it.
No, go on.
I heard he touched all the quiet kids after she said that. Honestly.
Oh.
Have you ever heard why they go on a high note? It's because someone's underneath squeezing the balls.
Well,
that's what happened.
You were squeezing your balls for your intro last week.
It was.
It always takes a turn just before the end.
Right before the end.
It's the same with Fire and Flame as well. I always start being really offensive and stuff, and then Peter's like, right, stop.
That's it. That's the end. See you next week. Bye. Get down.
And then, fucking beep.
I think after that, I think the show's going to be cancelled now, isn't it?
Nah. People,
no, I think this world these days, you can't see fuck all without anyone being crying about it all.
You have to say, we don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it basically means the show will get cancelled in the future because someone will actually come back and listen to this after you've become massively famous. Yeah, so that's all that means. And even by then, you'll probably have said something else that'll get you cancelled, so don't worry.
Yeah. You see something on Twitter and everyone cries about it 5-10 years ago or something. Looking like the show's a Little Britain in that back in the past, what I thought was absolutely hilarious. If people it came out these days, people cry about it, you know what I mean? So
God, you won't get away with that.
You can't do fuck all, man.
No.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, so what? They're offended. Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
Being offended.
No one's going to offend anyone, and everyone's just going to agree with everyone. How's that freedom of speech or anything? It's just
exactly. I mean,
it's freedom to conform.
It's not free these days, man. It's a dictatorship.
It is. It's just getting worse. Hey, you notice how I haven't called any celebrities out this week?
That's kind of disappointing, actually. Mind you called out so many last week. I'd imagine that your lawyers would be speaking to you.
I'm going to call out the Pope.
Which one? No, he died, didn't he? That one.
Answer the 83rd.
Craig, I'm not being funny, but I think he'd take you with a fight.
Oh, right now, I'm doing it. I just grab my balls out. You might get offended.
Once he sprays venom and gets his wings out, I don't think you'll beat him too much.
It'll rip your face off.
Yeah.
But he could take me on, but could he take Chinese Craig?
Nobody could take Chinese Craig.
No.
They reckon that Bruce Lee was based on Chinese Craig.
I heard Chuck Norris was his brother.
I believe that, eh? Yes, pretty tough, eh?
So after this shit show, we're going to go Word of the Week.
Aye, but I'm going to say it now. I'm just going to bring back Richie's Corner, and we'll just
hear the music. Sorry.
So that's it. Definitely next week, Richie's Corner. Because now
a revamped corner.
Fans, yes, slightly louder music.
A new street with new neighbours.
A new street, Barbara 2.0. So.
Gorgeous Ken's resurfaced from his acting job.
Nosy Nancy. Nah, they all dead. But
we'll just find out where Gorgeous Ken's moved to and give the news on that neighbourhood.
That's it. We'll just follow Ken, see where he moves to, and we'll just obviously, whenever someone listens to the show, they instantly hook, you know.
I mean, it'd be great. I mean, if anything, I get the feeling we'll hear a lot more from Gorgeous Ken on his wonderful, amazing ventures. He'll keep messaging into the show because you know what he's like.
Yeah, I've got that feeling as well, actually. Yeah.
I look forward to it.
What was
Strange
it?
that we don't know any of the other listeners' names apart from Gorgeous Ken.
But we just know that exists somewhere.
Well, we
Somewhere
have.
out there in the
Well, we have.
ether.
Well, all joking aside, we have actually got a new listener.
Who?
Neil's son.
David.
Aye.
Hi,
Why?
David. Hello. Hello.
No. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it might be a while before he gets to this episode because he's only just recently started from the beginning.
If he's listening to the first one, then he's probably not going to bother. And I don't blame him, actually.
If you've got this far, David, stop. You've got a problem.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Keep listening. Comment, like, and subscribe. Great. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah, give all your money.
Subscribe.
Make multiple YouTube accounts and subscribe on them as well.
Make multiple Spotify accounts.
Oh, yes.
Or any other platform accounts or that. Change your IP when you listen to us on the internet every time, so it's a different listen.
That's a good idea.
And if you've got anything you want to say, give us an email at curious.podcasts@gmail.com.
Nah, do all the other shit. It's more important.
Yeah, the one.
Actually, no, the emails are important. I've got to acknowledge that. The emails are important.
Right. So bands beginning with B.
Black Sabbath.
Oh, nice.
Backstreet
Beastie
Boys.
Backstreet Boys, yeah.
Yeah.
I know Craig said them last week, but Bananarama.
Beatles. But it's the Beatles, isn't it?
Yeah, but we'll give it. I'm going to go with Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi is the name of the band, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. Craig?
That starts with a C.
Blondie.
Bee Gees. Oh, Blondie.
Oh, aye, Blondie. Aye. Atomic. Denis.
Dennis.
What else?
Oh, Bjork.
Yeah.
Bjork. Bjork.
Fucking Bjork.
She was a weird one, sure.
I just couldn't stand the sound of her voice.
Oh shit! My socks are on fire. And that's the random moment from Kimbo.
I'll tell you a good one.
Boston, yeah. That was what was interesting about Boston is that the first album, which had More Than a Feeling, I think it also had Smokin', and it had quite a few other good songs. But it was pretty much just one guy in a studio, just playing all the different instruments, doing the vocals, the voices, and everything. He produced it, recorded it, and because it became so popular, he pretty much had to go. Oh well, might as well get a band together then and actually do this.
I don't believe you. I think you're full of shit.
What's that?
I don't believe you. I think you're full of shit.
No, I believe that is true. Where is it? What's the name of the Boston guy? I know that Dave Grohl, when he wrote, I think it was either the first or second Foo Fighters album, that's all him in terms of that album.
I had heard that.
Yeah. Tom Schultz, that's who it is.
Were you trying to start an argument there, Joe?
Why would I be trying to start an argument?
Yeah. Thomas Schultz, born in Toledo, Ohio, 10th of March, 1940. Whoa, 239 age? What the hell?
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Well, that gives a peace of mind.
Ha Well, don't look back.
I want to circle back here. No, Richie, what to say? You accusing me of trying to start a fight? What's that about?
I just think you're a very petty man.
Who the fuck you calling petty?
I'm calling you Tom Petty.
Oh.
Because I'm following.
Why don't you get a frozen snake and shove it up your arse, Joe?
Oh, don't throw it at me with a good time.
What's the name of
Hey, anyone got anything else?
Nah, you're doing me heading, so I'm just gonna go.
Drew's a wanger.
Drew's a wanger.
Drew's a wanker.
I am a wanker.
Podcats.